Good evening to everyone, to all our participants, and our esteemed guest speaker for today's webinar. Magandang gabi, or should I say good evening, from the Philippines. Welcome to the 342nd Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. To all our participants from across the country, especially from the Philippines, thank you for joining with us in this wonderful evening. I am your host today, Novelin Balangi, a proud Filipino from the Philippines. Currently, I am working as project technical staff at the Department of Science and Technology, Cordillera Administrative Region. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to be associated with the IGP as a global member. I feel honored and privileged to host this webinar for today. It is my delight to welcome you all to, to our Institution of Global Professional free webinar. Thank you for all joining us today in this marvelous evening, and it's my humble request and pleasure to all of you to stay with us till the end, for I am sure that you will have many takeaways and payoffs from this session. Each time you can like and comment in our webinar, and do not forget to tag, share, and mention your friends in the comment box. So let's watch and learn together, and we believe we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge and not hoarding it. So once again, I am your host for today. I am Novelin, and I am a member of the IGP from the Philippines. So, for our new participants for today's session, let me introduce to you what Institution of Global Professionals do for, or what really IGP do for the community or for worldwide. So, uh, for the IGP is serves as a student in community resource, providing holistic social work and education for create a proficient generation. IGP is a leading online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. We make it we make it to get to use for every knowledge seeker to originate personality, more ambitions, make confident to face any circumstances, and develop their own skills. So we entrusted with international recognition, and now let me tell you that IGP, or the Institute of Global Professional, is an educational institution that provides social work. We believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective trainings and consultations to generate proficient generation all over the world. IGP is also an educational institution where webinar trainings and offline online courses are being provided to all to the general public. It is also a way to empower people and enhance their knowledge and skills through this platform. So as of now, we already completed the 341 webinars successfully. So we expect that you all are getting a little bit benefited in personal and in your professional careers. So once again, before we proceed to our topic, let me remind you again that to please share, tag, comment, and mention your friends in the comment box, because your attachments encourage us to do better in better services to our lovely audience. So our mission is to empower our youth to stay with us by your support. So today, I am presenting the 342nd webinar on inspiring mumpreneur their path to success. This will be presented by our esteemed guest speaker tonight. Our first speaker will be Dr. Jaya Sajinani. She is from United Kingdom. And we also have our second speaker, Dr. Tiota Abdiye from Albania. So let's start our program with IGP's mantra, feed your skills. And now, let us now welcome our first speaker, Dr. Jaya Sajinani. She is a director, founder, and transport manager. So to know more about her, let us all watch together a short video of Ma'am Sajinani.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the show. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Kamarul. Good evening, Nawali.
Ma'am, you can introduce yourself, then you can start your presentation. Ma'am, ma'am,
Uh,
just ma'am, you can introduce yourself, then you can start your presentation.
Okay, so can you hear me properly?
yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, we can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to congratulate Miss Novel because she just mentioned it that this is her first hosting event. Brilliantly done, very well presented. Thank you. And thank you so much for IGP 342 episodes of learning. Wow, what a upskilling you guys are doing to the public, which is really, really appreciated. Wonderful task. So, hello everyone in the public, whoever know me. Miss Novel has explained very well. My name is Dr. Jaya Sajnani. I am a mom, entrepreneur, and a founder of YG Travel. So today we are going to do mompreneur. Such a lovely topic, isn't it? Of course, many of the mom must be willing to hear out what is the secret of the success and how being a mom, fighting, struggling, managing so many things and doing multitasking and still getting success on the way. Brilliant. So I have prepared a small presentation for you guys, which I want to share it. Let me see if I can share it now. We go on the share screen here. Uh, Oops, sorry. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. I believe everyone can see very well. So this is we're going to talk about mompreneur path to success. This is my picture, which is not great resolution, I believe, but that'll do. That's the mom's talk, right? Every time mom says that'll do, that means it's fantastic. So I believe we are the first generation who are talking about mompreneur. I never heard this name before. I'm sure many of you also haven't heard this name before, right? Mompreneur. What is that? It means mom plus entrepreneur. That's mompreneur. So do you think that mompreneur just born up like this? No, we have been since 80s. We have been in this universe where being a mom, juggling, struggling, and still contributed to the economy of their own country. So let's see the history. What is the history of being mom in the business? There are many, many. So there is a woman formed a sizable part of the business in the population. Do you know that? There were 27 to 30% of all women was between 18 to 51 to 1911, the contribution was done 27 to 30% of all the businesses exist around that time, which is a brilliant, right? When we talk about women, when we talk about mom, we always think that being a mom is sometimes feels like it's a waste of life because you have so many things you do it, but there is a zero reward. Many of time we don't even get recognized unless you're financially earning something and bringing to the home. But do you know how many hours of the day mom works, even if it is a home? So, the economic history of the Social Annual Conference 2019 in the Belfast issued this data, which is a brilliant. So there was a first woman mom entrepreneur in the world was registered was a Madam C. J. Walker. Now she is born and brought up in USA. Obviously, we all know USA is 100 years far than in rest of the other countries because any revolution, any new things happens in the United States of America, and then other country follows it. So of course, in 1867, the girl called Sarah, born in on 23rd of December. She was the first an African American entrepreneur. She was philanthropist. She was a political and social activist. She is recorded as the first female self-made millionaire in America in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yes, of course, there are many, many women, many, many moms who are entrepreneur doing the business, but they never been recorded because Sarah broke the boundaries, reached high up and earned the millions and then done that so many other social and economical contribution to the world. So that story of the Sarah, shall we see how Sarah, from the journey, the day she born till she become the millionaire as a mom entrepreneur. Um, let's talk about the Sarah. So her life, Sarah's life was not that easy as we always believe. You know, when we see any woman doing the business, we think, oh, because her husband must be supporting her. Oh, because her the parents must have supported her. Oh, because she has a lot of loaded in the bank and she can do the business and earn money. But that's not always true. So with the Sarah in 1867, when she born, at age of 7, she become orphan. Now, I blessed with happiness that I have a full family with the people whose parent died, either mom or even a father. It's struggle. It's a struggle, and she became an orphan at the age of 7, and she was working as a child domestic servant at that time. There was no other option. She was not educated. She was not given the option to education. So she had education for the 3 months of the formal education, which was a during Sunday school literacy lesson at the church. Bless them, there are many, many people still in the church, Catholic religion, or even the Hindu religion in temple and the mosque in the Muslim religion. They do educate their community in indirectly, and this is what where the benefit Sarah got it. She done the Sunday school literacy lessons, and she had a 3 months of education only. Can you believe a woman with the 3 months of education, age of 7, she became orphan? How awful her life would be. But she got married at age of 14. Oh my God, I can't believe. My daughter is 14. She's still studying. And if I tell her to do one task, she needs to hear 3 times before she does it. So I can't believe age of 14, she had to get married. And she had a child age of 19. She was quite often abused by her brother-in-law. Ah, that misery. And still, she shined. She shined so well that she became a first African American millionaire in Guinness World of Book Record. So, as we had that stereotype concept in our mind that people only grow if they have all the facility given. For example, a right educations, right financial situation, right situation at the family. Not really. The diamond is born from the big deep, deep mountain. And that's where the beauty of the diamond is. And that's why it shines beautifully. So the people who go through lots of struggle, lots of barriers in their life, they are the reason why they're shining, because they have gone through so much pain and they don't want that other generation, other people, other sisters go through the same thing. That's what Sarah decided. Now, I'm going to give you my introduction because that was all about Sarah, who was born 1867. That shows that mompreneur is not just existence now, but it has been existed since age of 1867. So let's talk about myself. Who am I? So I'm a mom, entrepreneur, and founder of YG Tower. I'm a founder of Women Entrepreneurs. So I have a non-profit organization where we come across all the women together and help other women to break the barriers and help them to grow high enough so that they can be also financially independent in this world. I'm an executive member and chair of UK Loani organization. If people you don't know, Loani is the Ladies of All Nation International. It's a brilliant organization. They also tie up with the IGP, which is International Global Professional, who are doing the educations. They are tie up together and they do the education for across the world, regardless what gender you are, regardless what age you are, you will learn something every episode, every session you visit us. Um, I'm also the Business Transfer Specialist of the Year, London South East England Prestige Award 2021. I won the Woman of the Year 2021 Amazon Every Woman in the Transport and Logistic Award. I'm one of the 100 Successful Women Around the World book, was recently published last year, September, and I'm the finalist at the Great British Businesswoman Award 2021. This is what and who I am now. But here, what we're doing is a mompreneur path to success. How was my journey? You saw the journey of the Madam C.J. Walker, Sarah. Let's talk about my journey. So I come from very, very small town. Probably none of you must have heard town named Anand in India, Gujarat. I born and brought up in the very small, conservative Sindhi family. Now, people who has a knowledge of the Hindu religion and the communities, they would know that Sindhi families are very conservative families where women gets to known as a homemaker, or the best place for a woman is in kitchen, or a helping hand. These kind of names been given to the woman, and in terms of education was very backwards at that time because we are a business family. The community, the Sindhi, known as a business minded. There you go. We are siblings, 6 siblings, 4 sisters, 2 brothers, and I happen to have a very fortunate that I become stubborn and said, I want to study further. There you go. And I was the first person in my whole family who went to the master's, graduation and master's. Um, Coming out from that background, it is very hard to explain you that when you talk about anything, your rights being a woman was very, very kind of negligible. You're not allowed to talk such things. You have to dress up in certain ways. But breaking all those barriers and thinking, no, I can do more than that, is what is the entrepreneurship is. You stay in your well, but you always aim high and always aim that you're going to come out one day from that veil. And then once you come out from that veil, how are you going to do it? How are you going to perform it and have those big dreams where you aim big high? So then one day I decided I'm going to go out from India. So I came to UK study master degree. It wasn't easy again because coming from backward background, no knowledge of English. English was just a secondary language studied at the age of 14 or 15. That's it, and few years. I studied in my native language all throughout education. Coming here, culture shock, language barrier, of course, the perception to see the world was completely different where I came from and where I used to then. Breaking all these barriers in nutshell, I decided I want to do something, and that something is going to be my own business. I studied masters, married, and then I decided I have to look after my daughter. Yeah, because if I have a daughter somewhere, it's not said, but it's well known universal truth that if you are a mother, the responsibility of child comes to you. So we're going to go back to the mompreneurship where we think that okay, there are so many mom in this world, there are so many women. Why they become entrepreneur? Why they become mom entrepreneur, and how? So, how will tell you here the seed of entrepreneurial journey. So, where this comes in. So, if I talk about Sarah, who was we before, we talk about that uh, C.J. Walker, Madam C.J. Walker. She had a struggle life, right? And then she worked as a servant. She got married age of 14, age of 19, had a child. So at what point she decided, I want to open my own business, start my business with a no money. How? So the seed of entrepreneur works is you become an entrepreneur when you have an intention. You have an intention, whatever intention. It could be earning, it could be profit, it could be survival, it could be serving. And then that is a problem. You come across a problem. Okay, this is the problem I'm facing. Then when you say, I am facing this problem, you are not alone. There are many, many more in this world who are facing the similar problems, but possibly they did not find the solution. There you go. And then you have a courage to start up your own and then find the solution and offer the solution with the effect that you can earn some money or you can survive or you can service. So if I talk about myself, my path to journey was when my daughter was 5, I had to leave my job because, as I said, being a woman, being a mom, automatically your shoulder is heavy because you've been said that the child is your responsibility, right? Even my husband, he's working, right? He has a business, but when it comes to my child need, it's by default, my child will look for mommy, mommy, and that's where I have to be here. If she's ill, if she has any parents meeting, if she has any sports evening, everywhere, what she look for is a mom, and what by default is expected that from the male that, oh, I'm busy, you can go, you can take off from your work. And then I decided, no, what problem I'm facing is a child dropping and picking up from the school, and during that time I couldn't work. So then at the car park when I used to drop my daughter, then I realized, many of the women are leaving the job because they had to go and drop their kids to the school. And then after 5, 6 hours, they have to go and pick up their kids from the school. If we take it out that half an hour journey, morning and afternoon, a woman can work very nicely at the 9 to 5. So there you go. That was the problem I faced. I spoke to other moms, they were facing the same. Then my intention, yes, my intention was to survive. My intention was a service. My intention was the profit. Obviously, I want to work. I want to, first intention was to support the community that if I am struggling, let at least other parents go and work. I want them to enjoy the work, career. But at the same time, I want to charge for that service which I'm going to provide. So I looked for the reliable and safe transport solution, couldn't find it. Either they were very high priced or they were not safe. Every time drivers used to change, not a fixed driver for a whole year. Then I decided, okay, there you go, Jaya. I'm taking up this challenge. I'm going to start up this business and I'm going to survive and provide this solution to the whole community. Mom who are struggling, safe, reliable transport solution for the school run. This is where my journey started. And that's where I said, this is what's going to happen. I, of course, having that thought in the mind does not automatically start up the business. Then I had to research. You research, okay, what is a possibility? How much investment required? What kind of licensing needs? In every country, you need a license to run the business, whatever specialist you are. Thankfully, we are in the 21st century, unlike Sarah. We are in 21st century where everything is in touch of your palm, right? Google helps you to find the information. There are lots of network. Now I really feel blessed because when I see Luani, which is the organization like Ladies of All Nation International, they welcome everyone. Any issues you have, come discuss. We will help you. If we can't help you, we will signpost you in the right direction. So that's where the seed of entrepreneur journey starts. Now, when I became mompreneur, how I used to feel. I was mom, full-time job, and I was entrepreneur doing the business. It was constant juggling of priority, multitasking, forgiving yourself when you can't do it anything, right? Everything, something. We can't make everyone happy in this world. There is always something we haven't done. There's something we missed it. There's someone who's upset from you. And then being a mom, the guilt is automatically building in ourselves, which nobody can share. That is up to us how to reveal it, how to relax and say that that's okay. That's okay. So I have been mother almost 14 years, as I said, and entrepreneur since 10 years. So that I have aged probably 20 because if you combine it, it will be 24, but I look quite young, right? So I gained the wisdom of the age of 20 years of the experience doing being a mom and being an entrepreneur as a successful. And I got that wisdom where I can share my some of the top secrets that how you calm yourself and then become mompreneur. So path to success. Here we're going to talk about a six brilliant key. Note down if you have a pen and paper. If not, take your phone, take a picture. These are very, very important. Trust me. I'm not joking. I have, as I said, 20 years of experience taught me this. And I want every single mom to understand and feel this pain which I have been through. So everyone is going through the same pain. We can't take someone's pain away, but we can at least share our experience and knowledge so that you guys can learn from us. So the first one is acknowledge your strength. I'm going to go deep in that, but note down these 6 points. Very, very, very important. So the first one we're doing, talk about acknowledge your strength. You know, when I was young, we used to, in the schooling in India, my teacher used to say, "Oh, Jaya, you're good at maths. Don't worry about. You are not so good in that topic or in that subject. Why don't you do double work on that?" See, this is where we all go wrong. We always teach our kids, we always teach ourselves and other colleagues that work hard on something which you are not good at. But that is not the truth. You know why? Because constantly then you're reminding yourself what is your weakness. And then you're demotivating yourself again and again by telling, oh, I need to work hard. And you're wasting your time on something which you have to work hard on something which is not your strength. The best tactic, I would say, is to acknowledge your strength and work on it. See, we all are human and we all have something strong thing in you. And maybe it is very little for you because you're looking at that strength every day, right? So, for example, somebody say, "Oh, I'm very good at managing or organizing. For example, every day I know I need to make breakfast this time. By this time, I need to make lunch. I need to make this dinner. And then in between, I need to go to bank, or in between, I need to go to optician, or blah, 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 blah. Then you know you work backwards, and that's your strength, right? You can do that. Some people say, oh, I'm very poor at organizing, but I'm very good at getting the idea, or maybe telling people what to do, right? This is also a skill. So first thing is always acknowledge your strength. Once you acknowledge your strength, then it's very easier to manage your business, to work what can be work around your needs. Second, build a strong support system. Now, as a mom, you know that we all struggle a lot day to day life because we have the full-time job already, which is looking after looking after child, regardless what age of your child is. My child is 14 years age. Yes, I'm not doing babysitting to her, but she has her needs. At the time she needs me, she needs me. Even if she doesn't need me, she's at school, still she will give me some work that, mommy, I need to go there, so make sure you are available during this time. So that is a full-time job that you have some responsibility towards that. Now, while you're doing your business, you have to have a strong support system. Why? Because humans are social animals. We cannot work alone. That's a stupid sentence when people say, I can do everything. No, nobody can do anything by themselves. We can get success only when we tie up together, when we shake hands, when we realize that your need is my need, or what I can offer you, what you can offer it, two different things, but we can come together. So, how I built my support system is, first of all, my vision was providing safe and reliable transport solution. So, all I needed, first thing, is a very reliable and brand new vehicle, or even second-handed vehicle, but well maintained. And I needed a driver who's a fully enhanced DBS checked and who's willing to commit minimum a year with my company, who say, okay, fine, I will be available just to do 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours afternoon. That is a total 4 hours a day work. And where if I'm not there, still the bus is running, because I am not going to run the bus. What am I going to do? Is trying to connect a bus and then find the people who are struggling to drop and pick their kids to the school. So building a strong support system is very, very important. The third is honor your time and that of others. I hate people when they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy. I was just any excuses." Time. Everyone in this world has a 24 hours only, right? Nobody even asks for the millionaire or the poorest person. It's not the time is short. It's not that you've got busy. It's the priority. Get your priorities straight, right? Once you know that this is your priority, you will make the time. And when you make the time, you respect that time. So here, it says that when you wake up in the morning, either run your day or the day will run you, right? Something will happen. You decide what you want to do a day, or they will tell you, okay, this is a situation, work according. These are two type of personality, right? I'm a mix of it because I plan my day night before. I think that this is what I'm going to do. My diary for the week is scheduled. For a month is scheduled. Even after tying up Loani, actually, Professor Caroline Makaka, who is the founder of Loani, she made my diary for the whole year. So I would say my diary for whole year is fixed. But again, see the priority. When the priority changes, you have to adjust your day. So, first thing, you plan your day, but if needed, do some tweaking and adjust it, because end of the day, survival and priority is the first important thing. So, the fourth one, no, you can't always avoid the guilt. Being a mompreneur, it is a by default. One thing I have learned since last 14 years being a mother, the guilt is always knocking behind my back mind. Always. So when I gave birth to my daughter, I was uh, I was pregnant, and then I gave birth to my daughter. She was 3 months old. I didn't finish my master degree, so I wanted to study, and I thought, you know what? While I'm staying at home, because my daughter is 2 months old. Obviously, I can't go out quite often. The feeding time, the time to bath her, give her bath, and other things, sleeping time is very, very undecided, right, with the babies. So then I took the challenge. I finished my master in business administration from the University of Thames College University in UK. The finance and project management was my prime subjects. So I decided that challenge, I'll do it. I used to study, and my daughter, she used to just sleep beside me. Many time I skip. I feel that I'm doing unfair with her. As she grew, then going to the work, not giving her enough time. Again, guilt that, oh, I'm not giving time to my daughter. I wish I could do better than this. And then there was a time when I started my business. She used to literally sit, and I used to give her, like, see in the picture, doing on the work on the computer and giving her pen and paper. That do something, do color. And without even looking at the painting, I used to say, oh, that's so lovely. Sometimes she did notice that I am just making it up, but yes, but then that guilt that, oh, I wish I can give that time to my daughter, but then that guilt, rest of my life stayed, and even today's day, I feel guilty that I'm working and I'm in a meeting and I can't reach somewhere where she promised me to go. So that guilt, being a mompreneur, you can't avoid it. That is my experience. But you know what? Actually, by giving her that time, color pen and the paper, and doing my work, basically today she become a brilliant artist. When I see her piece, when she drew, it's brilliantly good. When I see she loves reading English novels. Why? Because I used to give her, just read something and I'm doing work. At that time I was going through the guilt, but now I feel I'm glad I did this. Look at her. She's so clever. So when you even feel that it's a guilty, you never know how it will turn out. So you can't avoid the guilt, but what you can do, see the positive side of the guilt. It's okay. It's okay. This will stay there because you are a mompreneur. You are a mom is a first and then entrepreneur. So, the fifth one, know when to unplug and be off the clock. Oh, this is my favorite. I maybe look more aged because this is what I didn't do it. I didn't unplug myself. It was hard. It was hard to unplug because whenever I felt like I want to unplug, there is always something. Oh, I need to do this. 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 Many times I skip lunch. I skip dinner. I skip breakfast. Even today's date, I skip lunch many times because when I'm doing something, I'm focused. I just forget that, oh, my body also needs something. And that's why I survive. I suffer with very much dry skin as well because I don't drink enough water. So you need to learn when to unplug, and you think that that's it, done. You need to relax because now, after this 20 years of experience, I realize that if you don't give time to yourself, the creativity which you hold, the boldness, the bravery you hold, it goes down with the time. So you do need that time, yourself, your body. When you sleep, your body actually regenerate the energy itself. But if you don't give peaceful sleep to your body, it does not. And every day it will go like a car. You put engine, you put oil, in the car, right? And you do servicing every quarter or yearly, whatever your car needs it. But if you don't do it, it will run, 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 run. And there will be a point where the engine will break and it's too late to fix. So stop before it's too late. Give time to time break and make that priority. As I said, when you make the priority, when you put it in your calendar, it will happen. But if that thing is not in your calendar, it will not happen. Now I take quite often, like at least once in a 3 months, a day break where I literally just go with a beautiful lunch with my daughter. I just been to Shad. The Shad is a big building in UK where I went a brilliant afternoon tea with my daughter. It was just unwinding, relaxing, and you need this. And that helps me to bond with her as well. So my body was regenerated, and the same time, I had a good time as well. So unplug, put in your diary. The last one, use the support network. As I said, no one can do everything by themselves, right? You need help, you need a support, and the support comes from your support team. But there are many people out there, like a community, Ladies of All Nation International. They are free of charge. They won't charge you any penny. Just contact Professor Carolyn Makaka. Go on the Facebook page and tell them that you need a support with this. And they'll say, okay, let me see in my whole board of women who is there to help you. You need an education. What do you need? They'll signpost you in the right direction. And I must tell you, we taught our kids, don't ask questions, don't irritate us. Or sometimes we say, oh, you can do yourself, but not necessary. Yes, you can do yourself, but there's no harm in asking, oh, can I ask you a question? Oh, I'm doing this way. Is it the correct way? Do you have any other opinion? Do you have any other way of doing it? And you know what? You never know. The other person may have more experience and they are willing to share with you free of charge. So use the network and support around you. If you don't find it, you will find on my website or Luani website any support you need it. Here you go. I talked nearly 45 minutes. Yes. So the final say, these are the few points I pointed out for you guys. So I have put it in the bubbles, regardless the size of the bubble, but I just want to talk about, first of all, being a mompreneur. If you want to be successful, you need a patience. And the patience is the biggest key. It says that when the time comes, then only the thing will done. Yes, some people believe in destiny, some people don't. But that doesn't mean that you can be impatient and then no, you won't do now. If you are pregnant today, you have to wait 9 months to deliver your baby, or 6 months or 7 months, whatever. If it comes before, it's called premature. That means you or baby is not ready. So you don't want premature success. You want success with a patience, with a right building support system. So first thing, have a patience. Focus. You have to have a focus. It says like a camera. When you're taking a picture in the camera, you can focus exactly. You can change your focal point. And there are so many things happening in the world, so many noises in the background, but you can focus on what you want to do. Just focus that point and then click the picture. It will be beautiful. Same time, focus. Decide what you want to do. And don't come out from that focus. And that's called perseverance. Kept on doing it, kept on doing it. Yeah, one time you can fail. My success was not the one time success. It was failed many times, didn't work. Breakdown happened, this happened. There was a time where I felt like, oh, I just can't do anymore. I want to give up because I'm not finding enough drivers. Oh no, the vehicle is breaking down again and again. And I'm not a technical person. I'm not a mechanic. But when you see perseverance, that means you constantly work on the same thing. Okay, fine. This is the problem you face. No problem. Let's fix this problem for today. One problem at a time. That's a one bite at a time. You see the big elephant, you see the big problem in your life when you're a mompreneur. You think like, oh my God, how am I going to do it? How is it going to work? Slow down, take a deep breath, and write down the full problem or picture the full problem and think in this problem, how can I break it small problems? And when I break it, then I can solve one by one by one. When I wanted to start school bus service, everyone laughed at me. Honestly, they said, how are you going to do it? This is a male dominated industry. You can't drive minibus or coach. You don't know the knowledge. If your vehicle breaks down, how are you going to do it? Everything. And there was a time I was scared as well. How am I going to do it? No, I'm scared. But then I break it down. Okay, Jaya, this is the big problem. How are we going to do it? Break it down. First, I need this. Then I need this. Slow by slow. It will take time, but then one bite at a time. Then you can digest as well. Then it comes to accept. You know, you are a mom. Accept this. This is a by default. Being a mom, your first instinct will come. You want to support, you want to help, you want to nourish, whether it's a business, it's a community, or it's family. Even I do my business. When I talk to my customer, and the customers are parents who are whose kids are traveling by my bus service. So when I talk to them, I understand the issue, I understand the problem, and my transfer managers and other people, they say, Jaya, why are you thinking so much about them? Why you are running the bus service according to their needs only? There's a big, huge market out there. We can earn more money. But that's not was my intention when I started my service. To start up my service, what intention was serving and helping, supporting parents. And by doing so, earning my income, not making the profit and then surviving and then serving. That was not intention. So accept. So this is when I accepted that I'm a mom. This is my nature. I want to help. I want to support. I want to help as many as people I can. And then you work along. Otherwise, you will fight inner side with yourself. That why, and that why when comes to your mind, that break you. So don't fight within. Fight with outside problems first. After all this thing, the last thing is, I would say, this is a mantra. One of my friend gave it to me. This too shall pass. Whether it's a happiness, whether you're making a millions or you are struggling, you're a struggler in the life. This moment, this time will pass. And that will not stay longer than what it should be. Tomorrow will be different. A minute after will be different, and I can't go back. This will be gone. This too shall pass. So enjoy every moment. Don't do anything where you feel you have to do it. Even if you have to do it with a full 100% acceptance. Do with a heart. Even if it's a problem, any struggle, that's fine. I do look after my house. My mother-in-law stays with us, so elderly person at home, their medical needs. I have an age of 14 daughter, their educational needs. I have a little doggy puppy in my house, doggy needs, and I literally treat her my daughter. She's a puppy. So husband, that needs everyone needs. But I don't feel that I have to. The time when I feel, oh, I have to do this, my contribution toward that work will go down. My efficiency will go down. So this is my final say, guys. Any question, ping me. I'll be happy to take. This is me. These are the accreditation so far I have taken. And this is my contact details. I'll leave it on. So in case if you want to see, note down anything, please contact me. If you're visiting UK, happy to help any mompreneur who would like to contact me and need any kind of help. So thank you so much, and thank you for listening me. Let me know any questions.
So thank you so much, Ma'am Jaya, for sharing your knowledge on this specific topic. So uh, we appreciate your time for giving us your precious time in sharing your knowledge and experiences regarding this specific topic. So before we next to our next topic, let me share my takeaways from Ma'am Jaya's discussion. So uh, based from his sharing or from his the topic he shared, I learned that for us to be successful, or there's no shortcut in every success. So for every mompreneur, or for every one who is getting interest in every business, let us not forget to first my first key takeaway is to be patient. Second is let us stay focused, and let us do everything with a heart. So also I've learned that we will not achieve our own success alone. So we need a support system. So I hope that the same with I hope that you have a better key takeaways from Dr. Jaya's discussion today to all our viewers. So for questions, let maybe we will go now for the Q&A, or after the second discussion, or after the discussion of our second speaker, I think. So let us now welcome our next speaker for today, Ma'am Adwabi Bakari. So, ma'am, maybe you would spare a time to introduce yourself to our audience, or to our participants for today's webinar. Welcome, ma'am, and I am now giving to you the virtual stage.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here today. Um, Today we'll be talking about mompreneurs. Mompreneurs. What is a mompreneur? First of all, I'd like to thank all the audience that have taken their time to join us today. Thank you. So, mompreneur is described as a woman who sets up her business looking after her own children or other children that is entrusted to her. In that way, she's running her business with children in mind. That is, you can imagine there's some children painting, having biscuits, like Jaya has, the first speaker, Jaya has really summed up. So it's very easy to imagine what a mompreneur would be. My name is Adobe Onyekweli Bakari. Today, I would like to further talk about being a mompreneur. Mompreneur, what do you think it is? Because we have words like entrepreneur, which came from the French language, the entrepreneur. It means is the masculine word in French of and being entrepreneurship. But in order to separate women, they decided to give it a mompreneur so that we can actually differentiate a woman. You know, when we're talking about women, we talk about men, mompreneur. Why don't we have things like dad or fatherpreneur to describe men? So basically, when we talk about mompreneur, it's just about women. Today, I will be talking about how examples on how to set up this business and also the challenges and issues that are prevalent in being a mompreneur. I live in the UK. In the UK, the majority of female business founders have experienced some gender discrimination. About 46% felt that they have been patronized by another person, looking down on them, not taking their business seriously. Actually, female business founders have the toughest time because they don't get support. Some people think, oh, the business is just a farce. It's not going to last long. So, how can you differentiate yourself so that your business can take off and can also be seen as something viable? First of all, we have to start with the mindset of mompreneurs. Like some women, like in Nigeria, from Nigeria, some women, they set up their businesses. And these businesses are set up for two things. One is to make ends meet, and the other is for them to be able to pay their rent or even provide service or a legacy, say to. But once the woman is trying to do, some women do it because they want to pass time so that they are not there with the children all the time. So before a woman sets up a business, some are the issues that she has to think about. There are also the issue of women being seen as once they are married, their life is finished. Most women think that once they have husband, or the ones that don't have husband, there's a child involved, that there's nothing they can do. They are just being called mother or mom. The problem with this is that sometimes women have not really, women that think like this, not all women think like this, they have not really questioned themselves about their life. First of all, women have they have cycles in life. You were once a baby. When you were born for a purpose. How many of you know that when you were born for a purpose in life? You did not come here just to have children and then disappear. How many of you would like to come on earth, live their purpose? One of the purposes, if you are able, if you're able to have children, you have. If you don't want, you can adopt. But in the process of that journey, because life is a journey, you were born, you are in your childhood, you're a teenager, you go to school, then on and on, you have children, you have a job. That is the journey, on and on and on. But why wouldn't you want this journey to be productive? There are some people that stay in poverty either because of their own making or because they live in a country where the government is blind. The government has failed to acknowledge women. And when you are in such a country, or it's you that is thinking yourself blind, you have to wake up. There is more to being a woman than just being a baby producer. Because just like you are a woman and you are producing, your children are going to have their own children. Would you like them to be like you? You just stay there and just twiddling your hand and doing like this and waiting for manna to fall from heaven. God has already put the manna. It's in us. It's surrounding us. So you have to go out and create that manna. And that is in either services or otherwise helping others. Just like our sister Jaya saw services for her child. She needed to find a solution to dropping children in school. And she's known the other mothers have same things. So she decided to start thinking. She thought about it and the solution came. You don't have to be a millionaire to have your own business. You don't have to be Beyonce or whatever, to be Oriana, to be able to produce anything. All you need is firm grounding and knowledge. There's some places that they teach women, not women, they teach people on how to start their own business. You can investigate that, or you can try in other ways. But if you are a woman watching this and you see any fellow woman that you can help to start their own business, if you have that common sense that God has blessed you with, why do you watch other women suffer in silence? You can help them instead of just watching them sink. Most women in the upper area, they don't like to help other women. They talk to you, they see you, they even, maybe you are even there's somebody that supports them, but they don't offer you support. They just cross their hand and pretend. Why do women do that? And if you are a woman that needs support, don't sink with your thoughts. Ask. If you ask number one, they say no. Number two, keep asking until you get to 100. If they cannot help you, they can signpost you. I belong to an organization called Luani. They are based in London, chaired by the founder is Professor Caroline Makaka. In her organization, they actually support or signpost women. So when you're there and you have any idea, you tell them, they can actually put you through. If they can't physically help you to create it. So women shouldn't perish just because they don't want to ask or they're feeling ashamed. So many women have set up their own businesses, but sometimes they make it so easy. They say, oh, I'm a mumpreneur, I just in my kitchen. It's a lie. They are lying to you. Like Sister J, Dr. Jaya, she actually broke down on how to position your mindset so that you can start making your own business. Don't believe those people that just say they just wanted to do this and it didn't come like that. You need to be in the right frame of mind and you need to access support. Most of the time, you need like a mentor that can show you or guide you what they've done. Some people are self-sufficient, but there are not many of us that can think like that. I would like to tell you my own story. Before I became a mom, I had dreams. I always see myself in my dream, being on stage, talking to people. And I tell my friend, I said, look, I love to be on stage one day and speak. They believed it because I was quite doing well. But when I had my children, it was very hard because I think sometimes for some women, when you have children, it's your brain starts to malfunction, probably because of the pressure. I wouldn't say malfunction. Maybe you are not thinking that positivity thoughts that you normally think before you have the children. Coupled with the fact of changing nappy, looking after, I also have my mother living with me, like Dr. Jaya. I have my mother. She was living with me. She came to me at the stage where she was needing help. When I brought her to live with me, I thought she would be able to support me. But nobody told me that once a woman is above 75, she might not be able to look after your child. In fact, I ended up looking after her. So most of my life, I've always been doing things, I forgot about myself, which is what most women do. You forget about yourself. So my life was just helping. Before you know it, some cockroaches came out needing your help too. I was helping. That was my life. I've heard of the word mumpreneur, but I just didn't think it was me. Even with the children in my hands, pushing the buggy, I still had dreams of having somebody, of having somebody see me on stage, me looking out and everything. And I said, no, it's not possible. I even told my friends again, but this time, instead of them saying that, well, you're okay, they said, ha, 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 ha. Adobe, can you imagine yourself? Look at you. You are not even looking nice. With children, no lipstick, nothing. Who will listen to you? That's your dream. Stop dreaming things that are for others. I believed them because I thought that was my life. Went on looking after the children, but occasionally that dream keeps coming. But I never thought about it because the friends around me, they were ready to beat me down. Every time I said, I think I want to do something, they just said no. So sometimes the people around you, they will quash your dream, they will beat it with a stick. And if you are lucky, by the time this dream comes back, you are 90. Then it's too late. It's too late. You cannot do that again. Only few people in their 90s. I think it's KFC. That one started his business, I think, in his 70s. Only few 90-year-olds can start on their own. So don't listen to naysayers. My dream started after I suffered 5 cardiac arrests, 5 heart attacks. I didn't want that to happen. My children were in their early teens, and I had 5 cardiac arrests. I was in a coma for 2 months. The doctor said, think we better switch off the life support because when she wakes up, she won't be able to talk. She cannot see. She cannot even think. I believe them. But in my coma, when I had switch off the life support, I told God, no, I am not ready to go. In that instant, my life flashed across and I could see all my dreams. They were, the way you watch a movie when it's going, I could see my dreams floating around me, coming to me, telling me, we came to you, but you did not give us a chance. Now, do you want us to die with you? I said, no, I'm not going to die. And I said to myself, God, sometimes you have to talk to God directly. I didn't even go through a church. I talked to God. I looked up at the ceiling. I don't know why those hospital ceiling looks horrible. Since patients spend their life looking at the ceiling, they should make those ceilings lovely in hospitals. My ceiling was blank. I was looking on the ceiling, speaking to God. I told God, I said, if you save my life, God, I am going to do all the things you put inside me. So as soon as God saved my life, I was barely able to stand up. I was still, I couldn't lift myself up. I just said to myself, I'm going to form a company. That was when I formed my company, Put You First. Because I want to stop putting others first. I want to put myself first. I want to be the first person because I realize that if you die, your dream dies with you. I want to be there so that as I'm living, I can help others by putting myself first. Like in the plane, They say put the oxygen mask on yourself before you even put on your child. That is true, because when you are there, when you are alive and you are okay, you won't be jealousing others. Most people that are nasty to others, they are nasty because they haven't put themselves first. They spend years looking after families, years helping others, yes, putting others first. And these people you put first, as soon as it's good for them, or even if they have a business, they forget you. And those are the cause of most reason why most women fail, because women are givers. So whatever skill you have, even if it's making chapati, you can become a mom entrepreneur. When I became an entrepreneur, I actually found out that I'm happier. So I am going to share the skills today that supported me in my becoming an entrepreneur. So the things that there are sort of three things that you have to look for in becoming one. By the way, today my life is different because I can speak. I've been on stage all over the world, and things are happening for me. So, what are the three things that you have to look at in for somebody that wants to become a mom entrepreneur? Um, First of all, I must warn you. Being an entrepreneur is just giving time for your business so that it can be big and serve others. It can be a sewing mistress, or you can be, maybe you are doing hair, hair salon. You can become an entrepreneur in everything. But the difference between that and ordinary person is because once you decide to become an entrepreneur, you do it in a very nice way that it stands out in the community. So some of the challenges are, like time management. I'll be looking at, because I was called to do this in 5 minutes. So that's why I'm looking. So they have time management, because sometimes when women look after children, they don't have they don't manage their time balance. Like in UK, you drop a child in school, they finish at 3. So you have between 11, you have between 10 and 2 to do your business, whatever business you are doing, because you still have to pick them. Otherwise, except you have somebody like Dr. Jaya's company helping you to pick your children, you have to manage your time. So you have to be very focused. So do your business within that time. If it's making chapati, you can make like 100 chapatis in that time if you like. Or if you know that you're not fast enough, you can employ somebody. If you're in Nigeria, you are making jollof rice, you decide that you want to cook jollof rice, you can either manage that by having somebody do some things for you, then you pay them. Because sometimes if you want to do everything ourselves, it takes time, or you just don't fly. Because instead of making 100 chapatis a day, you might just be making probably only 5 because of time constraints. Because when the child comes back, the child has to, sorry, you have to do the homework with the child, and you also have to cater to your husband, if you have husband, or to the family member living with you. Sometimes women multitask a lot. So you have to work out your time. And the second one is your business. Are you doing it for just to be able to eat, pay the rent, or are you doing it to make a difference? So if you are just getting by, you can be selling maybe maybe 10 chapatis a day, or 5 plates of jollof rice. It will only give you money to go on the next day. But if you want to pay your rent, you need to do more. And if you want to make a difference, you can actually train other people to help you in your business so that you can do more. Just like Dr. Jaya, she didn't say she's going to be the driver, or she's going to be she's going to be doing everything. She employed a driver. And all she does, she focused on getting people to her business. So sometimes you need to think differently so that your business can actually profit you and you'll be in a position to provide employment to others. Then you also have to stay motivated in the business. What is being motivated? Don't allow don't allow little things to derail you, because sometimes it's not easy to be doing your business from home. You need to be focused so that you are not derailed. So, if you are trying to be a mom entrepreneur, there's some things I can give you that have that actually causes people challenge. So probably you think about it so that you can seek help. I think I have about 10 things I can give you. And I also like to tell you that if you can overcome most of these things, it will be it will be easy for you. The first one is lack of finances. This is one of the biggest challenges that mom and mompreneur, that word I'm trying to pronounce it, face. I know that some mom puts little money aside, but that money is not exactly putting little money aside. It's not exactly going to help you, except you put large money aside. You could think of getting your husband involved. Don't do it alone. Or you can ask your family. You tell them that this is the problem you are challenge you are facing with starting up a small scale business. It could be a hair salon. It could be looking after children, like being a childminder, looking after other people's children, or it could be making your own bread or so whatever it is. Sometimes it's good to ask. But also, due to the advances in technology, you can actually go online and seek for companies that can help. There are some companies that helps um, moms so that they can be, because once they find it easy that when moms get a little finance, they actually double it. We women, we double everything we get. Anything you give a woman, she doubles. If you give her things like if you give her food, if you give her vegetables, she makes it into a nice food. If you give her your seed, she makes it to a baby. So women double things. Women are really, really good. And companies like giving women um money because they know that women are very good at doubling things. And if you give a woman your love, she will look after you. So women are doublers. Then lack of time. This is the one I've said, that you have to put in your mind and do your priorities. Your priorities should be when you wake up in the morning, you just thank God that you are alive. Then you think of what you have to do in the day. Your priority is not to clean the house. It is not to do the laundry. Those are in your spare time. So there was a time I used to wake up in the morning and I want to hoover. That was my priority. Or I want to wash the dishes. In the third world, they keep women not progressive by making them think of, oh, when as a woman, when you wake up, you have to clean the house, you have to do this. That is fine. But when you can't pay your rent, you tell me, what house are you going to clean? So your priority is that it's not I am the cook of the house. No. Your priority is setting up is doing your business. At least give it like 2 hours. Then you go and you cook and you clean. Stop making excuses. Stop saying that, oh, I will think of my business after I cook. No. As soon as you wake up, you greet your husband, you thank God, you thank yourself, you greet your husband, the kids are in school. Your priority is just spend 1 hour or even 30 minutes for your business. Then you cook, you clean, you do whatever you want to do. You see? So change your priorities, women. The other one is low confidence and self belief. In the developed world, the women have a bit of confidence. Low confidence is not only for the third world. I used to think that in Africa, that is where they have low confidence. It's a lie. All women all over the world, even America, even that Beyonce going on stage or Rihanna, they have issue with confidence. What you need is a champion, somebody to champion you. If a man can run a successful business, there's nothing wrong with a woman thinking they can run one too. Because if you have lack of, if you don't have self-belief, it actually makes you and prevents you from going ahead. So you need to believe in yourself that you can do it. When I started speaking on stage and when I started my business, I didn't believe in myself. I had no confidence. In fact, 1 year after opening the business, I didn't do anything. Even though I was raring with doing, I didn't do anything because I didn't believe I could do it. I said to myself, how can somebody from coma start a business? It's like, the negatives, they come in your head. I was even wanting to close the business. I didn't want to speak. I paid money to learn public speaking, but I wasn't speaking. But sometimes the people around you, I had people around me that were pushing me. I had Harry Sardinis, they were pushing me into speaking and everything. But the magic came when Professor Caroline Makaka came into my life. She pushed me. And I was saying, no, I don't. She kept pushing me. So sometimes you need people in your life that will push you. If you have people that are always negative to you, change those friends. Change your friends when they're very negative. I have changed my friends. My friends are now in Loane because when my usual friends, all they see is, oh, you can't do it. You're in a coma. You have cardiac. What? God has saved me and God wants me to come. That's why I'm here today, speaking to all of you. Change your friends because your lack of self-belief and low confidence could be coming from your friends. And if they are family, there's nothing you can do. Just plug your ears. Don't listen to them, but stop telling them your dreams because they are dream killers. The fourth one is lack of discipline. Yes, if you don't have disciplines, it takes time to achieve discipline. But if you start focusing on your business, let's say you produce this pen and you have to you have to sell 5 a day, just focus on it. Focus. And the thought that you are going to do something wonderful will allow you to become disciplined. And it's always good to remind yourself why you have set up this business in the first place. If you don't, you will lose focus. Then, lack of commitment. When you set up a business, don't say, let me try if this business will work. I'm just trying it for time to pass. What time? You're already on earth. Time is passing. The only time we know the time will pass is when up to when you are 100. So why are you wasting time? Do yourself a favor and start committing to things. Don't say, oh, I'm just doing this until the children grow. You are just joking. By the time they grow and you still haven't done anything, you will regret it. Commitment should come to you second only after your kids. After your husband, your kids, your commitment should be your next mantra. When you committed, say, I will do everything and anything possible. Write this down now. Write it down. I will do everything and anything possible to create my own identity and make a success of my business. That should be your mantra. That was my mantra. This number 7, negative talk. Let's face it, we all have negative talk. I don't know how it came about, but I think the negative talk is because of the conditioning. Because most parents pray for their children to be successful. When they have this child, oh, my child will be God, my child will be successful in life, my child will be this. You, same parent, you tell this child, you are an idiot, you are a fool. What are you doing? Think. Most negative talk actually comes from families. When your children are growing, you are telling them, oh, if you don't do this, I will do this to you, I will do this to you. What kind of parent are you? Yes, you are expecting God to bless this child when even you yourself is not blessing. It happens even more in underdeveloped country. In Nigeria, some parents, just because their child did not score first in the class or they did not pass a particular subject, they start cursing the child. The child will not eat because he has to recite mathematics, um, you know, 10 times table up to 12. Like Jaya said, if something is not working for your child, maybe your Dr. Jaya said, if something is not working, maybe that child doesn't need to know that thing. Look for an alternative something. Not everybody is going to be a doctor. If we are all doctor, who is going to be the driver? Who is going to fly the plane? You have been conditioned to think that only one profession matters. You have to recondition your mind. Everything matters in life. If not, the road will be full of rubbish. The dustbin man, he matters in life. You can even make picking up trash your entrepreneurial work. Yes, you can be picking up trash, and everything is good. It's just human beings that try to divert. Don't allow negative thoughts to affect you. The next one is lack of willingness to learn and grow. Lack of willingness to learn and grow. Yes, I'm over 30. I'm too old already to learn. In the UK, you have people over 75. They even make up more of the students because they've realized that if they are still alive, they've learned that being able to educate themselves gives them the opportunity to be articulate, to partake in the decision making, and also to take part in their own care. You know, after motherhood, when you start having children, your brain cells actually starts dying. I don't know about the science behind it, but I know when I was pregnant, I used to put my salt in the fridge. I used to put my milk on the counter. This is because a lot of things that happen actually makes us stop thinking. But when you pick up new hobby, when you start learning new things, even a child can teach you. Your brain cells actually wakes up. So if you learn things as much as you can, especially for your business, you will find that you are doing yourself a favor, keeping yourself away from dementia, because when you start learning new things, especially for your business, it's good for you. And don't just leave it to your accountant. Learn new things. Tell them, work with them. Don't just keep leaving things to people. Know what they're doing so that you can be part of your own destiny. Number 9, that's one second to the last, lack of flexibility. One of the tough challenges mumpreneur faces is that some business are not flexible or child friendly. Before you choose a business, make sure that it's flexible, because you don't choose a business that will not allow you to spend time with your child. a business that will keep you away from home, because they call it mumpreneur. The reason for setting up your business is because you want to help your child. So if the business is taking you away, or that you are going to be late to pick up your child, or you cannot see your children, then the business defeats that purpose. And before you know it, you start losing interest because what you wanted wasn't what you're getting. So be mindful of that. The business has to be flexible. Then the last one is avoiding networking. Yes. Women like to grow business, but they don't want to mix. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people, not only in your business, but in other businesses. So you can discuss, tell them your challenges, or find out how they're doing certain things so that you too can learn from them. Also, be ready to give them feedback on what you are doing. Because women are not very good at networking. They go there, they stand like this. No, when you go networking, mix. If you don't drink wine or you don't drink alcohol, then drink water and go around. Me, I don't take alcohol. But if I take one bottle, my head is spinning like this. So just go there and check out your competitor. If you are making chapati or you are making jollof rice, or for Ghanaians, if you are making is it kenke, check out how other people are doing already. Sometimes people put things, they make it even better. You can learn from that. Don't just stay at home and say that you are just there. You're not doing business if you stay at home. You have to go out, but come home to implement it. So, what in conclusion, I like to tell women that this period in life, this century, forget about COVID or pandemic. This period is the best time for women. This is the best time for women to take advantage. Can you imagine what happened in those days during the time of, is it Sarah, like Dr. Jaya said? She had so much struggles. She didn't even have computer. But now we can Google things on computer. We can seek out what other people are doing in Israel, in is it Norway or in Africa, so that we can compare. You can even go and look for somebody that will be able to do things. So don't just keep quiet and let the world go by. Because if the world go by, you are going with it. And God forbid you meet yourself where you don't want. As mothers, we are not born here just to come and give birth and die. We are born here to make a difference. So don't let your story be you are a mom and you will die a mom. Being a mother doesn't mean that we are destined. No, being a mother is fantastic. All we have to do is to combine it with knowledge. Seek for those knowledge. My mother is 90, she's 95, she's well, almost 100. She had 9 children. Her joy is that her children will do everything for her. But she was very entrepreneur, mindset. She was frying akara. She was selling kerosene. She was doing fried chicken. I remember when I was small, I used to go to the shop and serve wine, and I mean alcohol and fried chicken to her customers. These stupid customers used to pinch my bum. My mother didn't even see. So as an entrepreneur, be mindful. Keep your eyes open so that people don't exploit the children that you are working this for. So my mother was doing all this, but she was just doing it because she didn't have the knowledge she has today, just to get by. She paid her rent, but if she had the skill that we have today, she could have become a very rich woman. So we shouldn't look back and use the example of other people that didn't have what we have today. We have more. You have more, and you are here today. And that is why you have to do more. Don't let anything stop you. Ask questions. I am a reinvention coach. I help women to change their life around by living their life's purpose. I understand this more because I believe that women should prosper. We are not competing against men, but one thing I like moms to know, whether you are a entrepreneur or you are entrepreneur, you still have to pay your taxes and set up your business. So being a mompreneur is actually a way of sometimes I see it as a way of belittling women, thinking, oh, just the women there with the children eating biscuits. No, you have to train yourself because you are dealing with the global world. You are not just dealing with yourself. You are dealing with men who have big businesses. You are trying to break into there. You might not realize it. You start small by small. You might break from your front door to your street, but if you keep on doing more, you are in your community. Before you know it, you are a global image. Don't settle for less. You have to keep pushing. When Loani started, they didn't know that they would be the global image that they are today. It started from one. So as a mother, you might not be Loani, but you can start with yourself. But with all the things I said, if you check them against and overcome them as challenges, I bet you your life will be so sweet that even your children, when they are married and everything, you are the one buying limousine for them. You are the one sponsoring the everybody. Your husband will be so happy that you actually make him relax. We don't want to kill our husbands by making them to be the only breadwinner. We need to be supportive as a woman. You need to be supportive and train your children to be able to think in the entrepreneurship mindset so that everybody is able to support themselves. That is what I have for you today. Try to make your mark as a woman because when you make that, you'll be so happy as a woman that you won't be complaining, why am I a woman? And if you're in the third world, that's developing country like Nigeria or other countries where they don't respect women, start giving your woman a chance. If you're a man, support your woman, girlfriend, mother in whatever they are doing, and wife. You'll be so happy that your support made a difference because women are multitasker, and they do so much. What better present to give a woman than to support her to start her business? And if you're a man watching this and you can give a woman finance, look for women in your community or start from your house. They say charity begins at home. Start from your house. Look for smart people in your house. It doesn't have to be smart. Even anybody, disabled people, they can do it. Just because somebody is disabled doesn't mean that they cannot think. Disabled people, they are so smart, very, very smart. But just because people condition them, you ignore them. Anybody in your family that's a woman, even a man that you can help, start helping. Don't let your money be in the bank and die. Use your money to finance. And if you are the one that needs business, ask and ask for help. That's what I leave with you today. We all come here to live our life and leave a mark, leave a legacy, become a mompreneur. Thank you so much. And feel free to contact me through the IGP or Loani. I can help you. I'm a reinvention coach and I can give you free coaching, 30 minutes free coaching to help you, support you. Or I can come and speak. Thank you so much. Glad to be here today.
So thank you so much, Mom, for that very interesting story. Thank you for your for enlightening us with your pearls of joy and story. So thank you for your contribution and thank you for your precious time. Your knowledge will be effective for our audience or to our participants who attended today's webinar because you shared your insight and first-hand experiences. No doubt that our viewers will be or benefit this our session for today. For they will have the awareness through your technique in success story. So again, before we move to the question and answer portion or the quiz B, once again, I want to remind the participants to please support us with your share, tag, comment, and mention your friends and Facebook. So we will be giving e-certificate link in the comment box, and if you face any problem, you can collect your e-certificates direct from our website. It it will Our website would be www.eduigp.com. And after collecting your e-certificate, again, please don't forget to celebrate with IGP by check-in. So we are now accommodating questions from our virtual audience. Anyone from our audience or for the question raised in our comment box. So our speakers will answer your questions.
Sorry, dear participants. Now we are moved to our quiz competition.
Ah, yes.
Okay, after a short video clips, we are come back to our quiz competition.
Ah,
Our first question is show or feel election or jubilation, especially as the result of a success. Is it exact or formidable? 62% of our participants give the correct answer, and the answer is excellent. On the leaderboard now, Mirabi leading the first position, Gina Lin is the second position, Marites is the third position. Our next question is
so
he
for our next question, he blank is an inspiring speech about success. So our correct answer will be Gabe. For our next question, inspiring your team can be an a way of blank, opening mind to learn from others, or leading with power. So, the correct answer would be opening mind to learn from others. Tama. Our next question is true success requires the ability to feel A powerful in influencing people or B empathy towards others. So the correct answer would be for our next question. How many key success factors are there? Letter A, 10 or letter B, 5? Our answer would be 5. So our winner would be Lason Monyanli. So our next question, what is a 2020 key success factor? Letter A, brand promise, or letter B, create guests for life. So the answer would be create guests for life. The next question, the inspiring piece that she played brought a peace over the audience. Correct usage. It is yes, letter A yes, and letter B no. So our correct answer would be no. So our winner for this question is, or number one is Mr. Mikey D. Leonardo. Next question. Personal mastery refers to encouraging new ideas, inspiring others, and providing innovative insights to the business. Letter E, true. Letter B, false. So our answer would be false. So we have our first winner, Miss Melinda Civil Hispano. So the next question for 20 seconds. What is SPC core values focuses on inspiring and sharing one's success and significance with the larger community? A. Caring community. B. Caregiving. So our answer would be caring community. Letter A. Still, our winner for today is Miss Melinda Civil Hispano. So to all our virtual participants, thank you for your participation. The next question, high risk strategies to overcome change ultimately aims for long-term success. Letter A, true. Letter B, false. 3 seconds left. So for our correct answer, it would be false. So our top ranking from our participants, Miss Melinda Hispano, Mr. Mikey D. Leonardo, Mr. Jesse Ray S. Milia, Mr. Jesse Ray, and Sir Lamberto S. Pilatan Jr. We also have Miss Marivic, Sir Nico Den Ismiro, Miss Melanie Obeda Samara, Miss Evelyn, Mr. Jeffrey A. Salem, Miss Vicky G. Nardo, and Miss Mark Busa. So to all our participants who joined the quiz B, thank you so much. So before we move on, to allow me to give a little message to all those who participated for today's webinar. So to all our participants, I would love to thank you for from deep in my heart for attending to this session, and hopefully more women are empowered, and hope that everyone also learns something new that we can actually implement in our life. Please leave a comment or recommendation on our page if you learn something, or if we can if we can help you a little bit. So please don't forget to collect your e-certificate, and obviously give check in with the IGP page. Please spread the information with your friends and also colleagues, and we hope to see you all again in the next webinar. So again, I am also honored to be your host for today, and I am Novelin, still from the Philippines, and I want to say Yaman or thank you to every one of us who actively participate in this webinar, and to also our speaker, to the organizers of the IGP. Thank you so much. This is actually a good platform to continue to uh, share knowledge to the worldwide. So thank you so much, and I am signing off.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
Ma'am, we have
sir.
also question and part.
Sorry. Sorry. So, yes, we have. Okay, sorry. I already said goodbye, but yes, we have a question and answer portion. So, for
Okay.
those who have questions for.
After a short video clips, we come back to our speaker with question and answer.
Yes, sorry. So, hello, welcome back to our virtual room. Sorry, ma'am, I forgot about the Q&A portion. So, to all our participants, you are now welcome to please give your questions in our comment box. So maybe for while waiting for questions, let me first read some of the comments. So congratulations to our top 10 winners. Okay. So thank you, dear speakers, from the comment section, Miss Dalor Cabase. So to our participants, please don't leave. We still have our Q&A portion. So our speaker is with us, is still with us. So it's our this is a good opportunity for us to clarify or to ask questions to our speakers. So for comments, good evening po everyone. Good evening ma'am. Good evening sir. Watching all the way here po from the province of Tarlac. So I'm just reading some of the comments while waiting for questions from our participants.
Okay, I guess nobody wants to ask some question. Let me ask that question then. Okay, participant, this is a question for you. Can you tell me how many of you, just say yes or no, heard mompreneur word before today's seminar or when we publish it? Before that, did you hear about this word mompreneur? Can you find this word in the dictionary? Oh, there's a question.
So for the question of mom, let me just repeat. Did you, uh, how many of us really actually know about the mompreneurship or mompreneur? So we have a comment from the from Miss Delor Cabasi. Heard just now, ma'am. So he just heard about it right now with your
Mm.
discussion, ma'am. But I think we already have one question from our comment box.
Mm-hmm.
So this question is from Miss, or I think Ma'am Mikey D. Leonardo. What do you think would be the most appropriate business for all the mothers right now that will be flexible even after pandemic? So I think anyone from you, Ma'am, can answer this question. So I
Dr.
think,
Dobby, you want
Ma'am,
to go or do
yes,
you
ma'am.
want me to answer it?
Okay, I can go then. You go as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the pandemic, we're all at home, but I think people are tired of cooking, you know. So the most appropriate business I should think would be um, probably I want to say catering, catering for families. Like some people might want you because they believe that when you cook at home, you don't put too much additives and it's also clean. So you could make like you might start asking people to order like probably food from you. It can be chickpeas, a pot of chickpeas, or make stew. So or make like chapatis or anything, and you can deliver or they come and pick it up. So that to me is flexible. So if you're walking around the children, when your husband comes, you can go and do all the shopping. Or if you have an elderly mom, you do the shopping. Then while the children are doing their homework or sleeping, you start the cooking gradually. So people come and knock on your door. They must have paid you. Make sure you take your payment in advance and you hand them their plate of or their pot of food. Because sometimes people want to eat out, but they also want somebody else to cook the food for them because they want to spend their time doing other things. Probably you are helping other mompreneurs who don't want to cook, but making sure that they get a healthy food. So I think that might be flexible. Over to you, Jaya. Dr. Jaya.
Thank you, Dr. Adobe. That was a brilliant answer. Um, I necessarily do not agree with this. The reason is because I don't like cooking. Even though I cook at home, I do everything, but it's not my passion, right? So when you being a mom, which is full-time job, and you're turning or starting a new business, you need to, I said, know your strength, know what is best for you, and once you know what is your best for you, what is your strength, it automatically give just little bit commercial touch to that thing, and you become an entrepreneur. What you need to know is what you like. So when I started my business, as I said, that I like to going out, I didn't like to be a kitchen person, so I never wanted to be a kitchen person. And this pandemic, people are scaring you, saying that it's pandemic and that's why this business will not, this business is what. I am doing a transport business, which is the most affected industry during the pandemic, but still I can survive because the pandemic has taught you to work differently, not to stop working. So, still customers are there, still we all are human, we still live our life. So, just find out a different way. So, the answer to you, which business, it's what business does not go on all mothers. It's depend on your strategy, depending on what you like. That's it.
So thank you so much for that
Yes.
very intelligent answers. So we also have a next question from Miss Marife B. Timbang. Which strategy is best in creating support system for the business of one's business or mumpreneurs? So I think Ma'am Jaya would like to go first.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Miss Miraf. I hope I'm pronouncing right way. It's a different languages, isn't it? Different names, but it's a beautiful name. Yes. So your question was, which strategy is the best in creating support system for the success of one's business or mompreneur? So here we're talking about the creating a support system. Now, there is the only strategy you follow is you see, look at within, all the answer is within you. So you are the creator of the idea, you are the entrepreneur. So when you see your business, you look at the business and see what needs you need. So when I talk about the seed of the entrepreneur was the intention. So first look at your intention. Like my business, I looked at the intention. My business was, I wanted to serve how parents, and that's why I didn't wanted to drive and limit my business to just do the driving. So I didn't go and drive. So what support system I needed at that time was a driver. What support system I needed that time was the person who understand the mechanical side of the vehicle. So the strategy should be, look at your plan, look at your idea, and what kind of strength you have and what you don't have, that you get it from support system, and you create your support system.
So thank you for that, ma'am. How about Ma'am Bakari po?
Yeah, thank you. I didn't get your name. Yeah. The support system strategy for creating a support system for success in one's business or in one entrepreneur is planning about time. How much time are you willing to give the business? Because sometimes women get so busy with children, and for us in the developing countries, we always look after our extended families. So it's either you create your time around them, or if you have somebody that's of age, probably over 20s, that can help you with some of the, probably if it's computing, because you can just either you pay them, give them pocket money if they're young adults and they're in school. You don't have to stop them. It doesn't have to interfere with their homework. You just take time, maybe 30 minutes out of the time, then they'll do something for you. If you don't know, because most mothers, they're not very good with computing. But most others, they are excellent in computing. But depends on which one you fall in. Even if you're excellent, you might need them to do a bit of things for you. So that is one of your support system. And also, if you need finance, instead of going to the bank where they will charge you lots of interest, you can also look for an uncle that will always give you the money to buy things, and you can give them back as soon as you break even. Don't owe them, because when you start owing, people will not give you money again. So those are the things that I think will work. And my own support system is from my friends in Loani. They sort of help me. Even Dr. Jaya here has sort of given me a support system as well. So thank you. I hope that answers the question.
So thank you once again for that very intelligent answer, ma'am. So I think we already don't have a question from our chat box. So we have a feedback from our participants. Thank you for the excellent answers, ma'am.
Mhm.
So I
There is that.
so for any questions from our participants, if you have still question, we have still a time for your questions.
Can I say something?
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I just want to say that this platform is very, very inspiring, because haven't been able to be on this platform and go deep into why, because I took it for granted about being a mompreneur. But when I listened to what Dr. Jaya, the way she said it, the way she's been about her business, it actually showed me that there are steps that women take but don't think about it, because we just sort of think everybody knows it. So if people follow what Dr. Jaya said and what I said, they will be able to break through, because coming here is like getting a free training without paying. So I've learned so much even by watching what others say, and also I hope they will take people will take away whatever they've learned here and put it into their own perspective. And if not, they can come back to the IGP for signposting to either Dr. Jaya or myself, or to Loane. That's it.
I fully agree with you, Dr. Adobe. This platform is very, very good. I hear many of the session. I do attend backstage. I just listen them. Happen to have a time, and it's very good because we are the entrepreneur or the people at that generation. When we were starting up, we didn't have the resources, and now it is easily available free of charge. Even today's date, after reaching this level of my business, I still go to the Facebook sometime, and if any session going on, I just listen out, or I'm doing any task just on the background, I listen. Or even when it's not live, maybe you're not able to attend the live session, but you can revisit it, right? That's the beauty of the technology. You revisit, you listen them, and that things helps you when you really demotivated, because every day is not same day, every day is not sun shining on above us. There is a gray days, and there's a day where you just feel sad, and you hear out one of this session, you feel, wow, one more day to go. And that's what the spirit, isn't it?
So I think we don't have already a question. So may I ask Ma'am Jaya or Ma'am Adawabi if you have anything else to say to our participants? So before we close this program.
Um, do you want me to? I would like to thank, say, whoever is watching anywhere in the world, take what you learned today as nuggets so that you can use it in part of your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. How about Ma'am Jaya po?
Thank you so much. I just wanted to tell you all that never ever stop learning, whatever age it is. You never know. Maybe you didn't learn, but your mind is this God has created such a beautiful creature, is a human. that we record it unconsciously, this in our mind, and it will kick in when we really need that. So why don't you just join these kind of sessions? It's a free of charge. If it is not costing you much, even allow kids to join this and then hear
Yes.
it out. I asked many times my daughter to listen something when I listen TED talk, and if something nice interesting going on, I said, why don't you listen? And it's nice, it's good to have registered those information somewhere in your back of your mind. It's a positive. So that's it. On my final says, keep on joining IGP sessions. It's very interesting. I myself hear them out as well. Thank you.
And
So thank
invite your friends to
Yes.
join, because you're actually helping them. You might not give them money, but you give them the knowledge for free. Thank you.
So yes, thank you very much to our very inspiring speakers for today. So again, once again, I am saying, or I am signing off as your host. Thank you to all our participants, to our guest speakers. Please join again for our next webinars. So thank you so much, and let us all be safe with this present pandemic. So thank you so much,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Dear participants, our today program name is Inspiring Members Share Their Path to Success, and the code is IGP 3861. And the certification is also given in our comment box. Without code, no one is eligible for certificate. So with code, you can claim your certificate anytime. Also, without an account on our website, you can visit only, but you cannot do anything functional. Thank you very much for joining our session. We hope you also benefit from today's session. Thank you very much.